Hey guys, JP here, and today I want to issue a correction on our Randy Staub drum techniques video from last week. I got something wrong in the drum parallel bus that we went over. I went back to those sound on sound mix recall notes to look up something for an upcoming guitar video, and I happened to notice that there's a GML 8200 equalizer after the SSL G384 stereo compressor on the drum parallel bus. And at first I thought, oh, well, let's see if it's in the notes, because the notes are not 100% complete. So let's see if it's in there anyway. So I'm scrolling through the PDF, and what do you know, last page of the PDF, GML 8200 on the drum bus with some pretty extreme EQing happening there. So of course I felt like an idiot and I had to go back and try it out. And then when I heard the results, I realized I needed to make a new video and talk about it. So let me pull up. I'm using this Pulsar 8200 for it, which is fantastic. The more I use this, the more I'm loving it. And some of these EQ boosts, 8 dB at 50 hertz shelf, 7 dB at 100 hertz, widest Q on all of these. What's this? 4 dB at 2K, 3.5 dB at 4K, and then bam, 10 dB more or less. He has some slight variance from side to side on both sides of the 8200. I'm just doing this linked in stereo. I'm not really splitting hairs with that. I'm sure, maybe the drum kit he was working on was slightly out of balance or something. 10 dB of 10K, which blew my mind because I was thinking rolling it off would actually kind of help out the parallel bus. But anyhow, why don't we give it a listen? So that's our drums without it. And that's with it. Considerable addition happening there. Let's listen to it by itself. And then we'll start to break it down a little. That's bypassed. You could hear so much gain being added. And you could auto gain it here. But I didn't want to do that because the GML 8200 doesn't have gain controls, or master gain controls, I should say. So he's getting all that gain from the unit by making these boosts. So I wanted to keep this true to form. And then I'm still going into an SSL E-channel version 2 just for the saturation. I'm not doing anything else to it here. So it's subtle, but there's a bit of saturation and enhancement happening there. And since he brought this back into a pair of channels on the SSL 4000, I figured I would do the same. Also, after making these EQ adjustments, I changed the way I was compressing it slightly. I was able to really tighten things up. I went with a 10-to-1 ratio, 10 millisecond attack, auto release. I felt like it really paired well with the EQing there. Let's rock this back to about 8. There's also a bit of bass going into the drum parallel sub, which I forgot to mention last time. There we go. So it really fills out the bottom. So yeah, I really think that EQ makes a massive difference on the drum parallel sub, and it makes sense, listening to Randy's other mixes and how he gets those huge drums is obviously a really big part of it. Apologies for the omission, it was staring me right in the face and I completely whiffed on it in the last video. But that was the only the only correction so far that I found. So I'm happy to announce that. So yeah, we'll be back with more Randy stuff. We're going to do bass guitars and maybe some cool vocal things too pretty soon. So until then, please like, comment, subscribe, all that great stuff. And I'll be back with more soon. Take care, guys.